Hello and welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news, the final push to win. Trump and Clinton in high gear as the campaigns are winding down. But Clinton also forced to keep talking about emails. ABC's Mary Bruce has the latest from Florida.
With just 9 days left in the race for the White House, a full court press.
Love Trump's hate.
Hillary Clinton in Florida rushing from brunch to church to a rally and concert.
There's a lot of noise and distraction, but it really comes down to what kind of future we want and who, as our president, can help us get there.
The Democratic nominee eager to change the narrative about the renewed FBI investigation into her private email server. Her rival Donald Trump turning it into an attack line.
Hillary has nobody but herself to blame. She lied to Congress under oath. She lied to the FBI many times.
While the candidates take their message on the road, their surrogates are on TV. Clinton's campaign going after FBI Director James Comey, demanding he release more information about the new emails, calling Comey's letter to Congress vague and short on facts.
It's just extremely puzzling. Why would you release information that is so incomplete when you haven't even seen the material yourself? I think he owes the American public more information.
Trump's campaign chief saying this helps her boss.
And I think issues like this, where people are reminded that she has put the national security at risk just for her peevish personal reasons, is very troubling for her.
As the controversy rages, both candidates are trying to rally as much support as possible. With early voting underway in many states, nearly 20 million Americans have already cast their ballots. Mary Bruce, ABC News, Miami, Florida.
And Hillary Clinton will be coming back to Southwest Florida again. She will be back in Tampa on Tuesday afternoon. There she will outline her plans to create an economy that works for everyone. Clinton, no stranger to the area. She was in Tampa for a rally just this past Wednesday. An event time and location is yet to be determined. Here in Florida, the number of registered voters is rising. The State Division of Elections shows there are more than 929,000 new voters since the last presidential election. Florida now has nearly 13 million registered voters total. Democrats account for 38%, Republicans 35%, and 24% of the electorate has no party affiliation. The Manatee County Supervisor of Elections says the early voter turnout is also outstanding.
Early voting is going outstanding. We're really hoping that between mail and early voting, by Election Day, we're hoping that 50% of Manatee County votes, and we're really encouraging people to get out.
More than 38,000 people have voted so far in Sarasota County. Two boaters are lucky to be alive after their commercial fishing boat was in big trouble. The Coast Guard came to their rescue just in time early yesterday morning. ABC 7's Rick Adams has more on this story.
Yeah, Adam, this was a frightening situation for the two men on board. Their boat broke down 13 miles off the coast of Anna Maria Island. This is the boat that was in trouble deep in the Gulf of Mexico. The 40-foot boat had two commercial fishermen on board who are also veterans. The U.S. Coast Guard in Cortez received an unreadable Mayday call around 3:30 Saturday morning. Charles Richter with the U.S. Coast Guard and three other crew members came to the rescue.
My crew performed phenomenally on multiple different casualties that we had during that tow on the disabled vessel. They just did great. I can't say enough about them.
This is the U.S. Coast Guard vessel that had rescued the boaters. Now, a very important part of that rescue is this tow reel, which had towed the boat and the boaters back to safety. The U.S. Coast Guard says the boat's engine and pumps had failed. The boaters were also battling 5-foot waves, with the boat taking in lots of water.
There's no injuries reported. They were pretty nervous about their situation. But they held it together pretty well so that we could communicate with them and get them to where they needed to be.
Tan is a commercial fisherman and owner of the boat Liberty Bell. It's something he's been doing for 37 years. He says even for an experienced boater like himself, the waters have been a little rough lately.
The past week it's been 8 to 11 foot out there, you know. I mean, it's pretty hard to fish in that kind of weather, you know. I mean, we try to, but it don't sometimes work out the best, you know. A lot of stuff gets tore up.
One of the boaters who was rescued didn't want to come on camera, but says he is very grateful for U.S. Coast Guard crew members who saved his life. And the Coast Guard says they have been very busy with boat rescues. This is their 10th this month alone. Adam, back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you very much. Now let's head over to Wendy Ross to see what that wind and weather is doing today. Wendy?
Well, we have had, of course, the strong winds out in the Gulf of Mexico, and small craft advisories had been issued for most of the day today, but those have since been discontinued. And right now we are looking at some cloudy weather down to the south of us once again, and that's where all the wet weather is as well over the southern sections of Florida, affecting parts of Key West and moving into the Gulf of Mexico. We've got a few more clouds out here. They're going to start to make their way onshore, but they are not going to be providing any rain for us. So we are going to be seeing rain-free conditions over the next several hours. You'll see those showers staying down to the south, and we don't have to worry about them moving in our direction. So we're not looking at any rain for the rest of tonight. If you're doing any barbecuing or taking a walk on the beach, it's going to be a great time to be out there. So that's what we can expect for the next couple of hours. But believe it or not, we've got a cold front coming on through. I'll tell you when, and I'll tell you how it's going to be affecting us. That's all coming up in just a few minutes, Adam.
All right, thank you, Wendy. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office is investigating a shooting that took place earlier this morning. Deputies responded to the shooting in the 1700 block of 76th Avenue Drive East in Sarasota. According to the Sheriff's Office, the two victims told deputies that two suspects entered the home and started making demands. One of the victims was shot, the other struck in the head. The suspects took several items and fled the scene. They are both described as black males. Anyone with information should contact Crime Stoppers. Well, the Atlanta Braves are leaving their spring training home in Orlando, but will they make the jump and relocate to the Sun Coast? Northport Mayor Jacqueline Moore says bringing the facility to South Sarasota County would have a positive economic impact, and it would bring tourist dollars, recreation dollars, and will promote more visitors to tour the area. She believes over the next 20 years it may motivate people to stay in the area longer as well and open businesses locally. She thinks her city could also add something to Major League Baseball.
My vision is that the Grapefruit League will have no holes in its presence all the way from north of Tampa down to Fort Myers. And if we have this presence in Northport, that'll be a big part of that.
And Northport may not have the beaches, but Mayor Moore explains there's a lot of other areas with natural beauty in the city that will motivate visitors to stay for good as well. Still to come here on ABC 7, more direct flights for Suncoast residents. Frontier Airlines opening up service to 3 major cities from 1 local airport.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease a new Fit for $149 or a Civic just $169 with no down payment. That's GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
On your TV, on your computer, on your camera, on your smartphone, on your Apple Watch. And now you can get ABC 7, your Suncoast News on Fire TV. Just go to mysuncoast.com and click on the mobile tab for a list of fast and free downloads that deliver ABC 7, your Suncoast News on the go.
Let SWC Properties sell your home today. Take advantage of this great market and sell your home for the most amount of money in the least amount of time. SWC Properties gives you the benefit of full service marketing that sells your home faster with the fewest hassles. There are no hidden fees, and now for a limited time we'll list your home for 50% off. Wouldn't it feel great to save thousands and feel confident with your move? Give us a call for details or visit swcproperties.com and contact us for free information packet and find out why. It's simple. We just market your home better.
Come experience the precision, performance, and power of the Ram 1500 during Ram Power Days at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Built tough enough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way with all the comfort, gizmos, and gadgets you'd find in a luxury vehicle. And right now, get over 20% off. That's up to $15,000 off a new Ram 1500. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, you'll always get the most for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing, complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease a new Accord or CR-V for $179 with no down payment. Your choice, just $179. That's GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Florida and Georgia are taking a long-standing fight over the supply of water in their shared watershed to court. The final judgment could affect millions of people and major industries in both states. The dispute focuses on the ACF River Basin, which drains nearly 20,000 square miles in Georgia and the Florida Panhandle. Georgia is expected to argue that limiting its water use will harm the economy. Florida has argued that Georgia farmers use too much water, hurting the oyster industry downstream. New flights will be making it easier for locals to visit Philadelphia. Frontier Airlines begins service today from Punta Gorda Airport to Philadelphia. Philly isn't the only new place for travel. Flights to Trenton, New Jersey begin Monday, and those to Chicago start in just a few weeks. Airport officials say they expect Frontier to bring about 8,500 passengers in and out of the airport each month. Some parents in Florida are taking an extra step in ensuring their families are safe this Halloween season. There have been numerous scary clown sightings in Brevard County. One mother in Palm Bay says she plans to carry a gun while taking her sons out trick-or-treating on Monday. Another mother says she will be carrying a baseball bat while out for Halloween. Police in Palm Bay and Melbourne say they're worried widespread clown fears could endanger someone dressing as a clown. Some parents say they are not letting their children dress as the entertainers to avoid the problems. Now, luckily, there were no creepy clown sightings at today's Spooktacular at Selby Gardens. It's an event filled with fun activities that aren't too scary for children. There are educational activities like seed planting and some more frightening options for the older children, like the Mad Scientist Experiment Center. The event allows kids to dress up before the official start of Halloween.
It's wonderful. We just moved here from California, and so we're looking to get into the community, and it's been a great day so far.
Yeah, it's great. There's a lot of kid activities to do and good music, and so it's a good family fun.
Selby is known for always being in the holiday spirit. Its annual Lights in Bloom begin on December 16th. It's a big weekend for Bobby Jones Golf Course, the grand reopening of their American course with brand new greens. The course is still the site of this year's Men Better Ball Championship. All 18 greens on the American course have brand new turf to match those on its British course, which were replaced last year. Golf club staff says it's excited to present locals with the new and improved playing surface.
It's called Diamond Zoysia, and it's grown in South Carolina. We did a lot of research on this grass, and I went to South Carolina, went to Clemson and played it last year where they had just put it down to kind of get a feel for it, and I just am in love with this grass.
Staff says the new greens will be a draw for golfers to visit and play at Bobby Jones. It's an opportunity for both locals and visitors on the Sun Coast. Music lovers are fighting hunger one song at a time. The 20th annual Giving Hunger the Blues celebration kicked off today at the Van Wezel, featuring live music, trick-or-treating, games, food and arts and crafts vendors. The charity event was fun for the whole family. All money raised will benefit Women's Resource Center and the Mayor's Feed the Hungry program. It goes towards life skill training, career planning, and educational scholarships.
Everything behind this event is all about helping people, and everybody, you can feel the what do I want to call it? It's like camaraderie. It's like everybody's together working for a cause, and it's really good.
4 more Giving Hunger the Blues events are planned through the first week of November. And look at the blue skies out there for that event.
Did you see the wind flapping around in the breeze out there?
It's pretty.
You could see that as well. It's gorgeous outside.
It is, but if you're doing these late October events, not really wearing a sweater right now.
No. You'd be really in trouble if you wore a sweater. You'd be out there with heat exhaustion. We are looking at temperatures that managed to get very close to 90 degrees today. They've cooled off just a little bit in the last couple of hours. 85 degrees for us right now. Our dew point is only 63 degrees, so it feels comfortable out there. The humidity is low, and the winds are starting to die down, at least for this hour. East at 10 miles per hour right now. Still plenty of sunshine out there. And as you can see, at 10 o'clock this morning, if you were outside, you noticed it was going to be a warm one today. And we saw our temperatures getting up into the upper 80s. However, for the daytime high, 89 is what's going to go down. Not a record, certainly, but we should be 82 for this time of the year with 64 for the overnight low. We had a record set back on the state back in 2009 of 91 degrees. So temperatures all around the state right now, mostly in the mid to upper 80s with some 70s along the east coast. Right here along the west coast, we're looking at all of our temperatures in the 80s, closest to the water. Well east, we have temperatures in the upper 70s right now, and we're not going to cool off all that much. What we have going on is high pressure to our north, right around Georgia, and believe it or not, we've got this cold front that's actually going to make its way down through the state tonight. It is not going to cool us off, so don't think of that, but it is going to help to dry us out, and it will reinforce this drier air that's starting to sit on top of us as high pressure continues to dominate. And this high pressure system is helping to bring in those winds out of the east, and so those easterly winds are going to help to keep those temperatures up, and it's also going to keep our rain away. So the cold front moves through tonight. We have the rain staying well to the south of us, and so we're not going to see those showers moving in our direction. And because of those easterly winds that are going to be coming on in, we've got warmer than normal temperatures, at least for the week. And then things are going to start to change. We'll tell you when that's going to be taking place. Today we didn't have any rainfall. You can see where we are for the month. We're in a deficit situation. That's also true for the year. And we're not likely to see showers developing for us. Most of the rain staying well down to the south. We've got some cloud cover here over the southern tip of the state. We've also got some more clouds that are going to start to spill in here over the next 24-hour period, but they're going to stay moving on through the area and not bringing about any rainfall. So right now we have mostly fair skies to partly cloudy weather at this hour, but we'll start to see a few more clouds coming on in. But once again, the rain stays away from us. You'll notice that they're going to be trying to make their way onshore. They just can't make it into our area. It's just too dry. So that's not going to happen for us over the next couple of days. We continue to stay on the dry side along the west coast of Florida. The tropics are quiet. That's always good to report, so we don't see anything developing out here. And for tonight and for tomorrow as well, if you're heading out to the beach, it's going to be another beautiful day. Winds out of the northeast at 15 knots. The Gulf water temperature 76 degrees. The UV index will be high with plenty of sunshine, 10. Will be the UV index for tomorrow. And this is what it looks like over the next couple of days. We're going to see breezy conditions back in the picture on Tuesday, and then next week we have another cold front coming on in. Adam, we're going to see cooler than normal temperatures, so quite a swing between now and then.
Now, sports.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home this afternoon taking on the Oakland Raiders in a game that took 5 quarters to decide. The Bucs have lost 15 of their last 18 home games, hoping to turn that around against the Raiders today. Third quarter, trailing by 7 points, Jameis Winston finds Cameron Brate in the back of the end zone, but they miss the extra point and cut the lead to 1. Later on in the fourth quarter, same score. It's Jacquizz Rodgers who gets the call and pushes through to put the Bucs on top. The 2-point conversion is good, though Rodgers would later leave the game with a foot injury. Then Derek Carr has the answer. He drives his Raiders all the way back and hits Michael Rivera for Rivera's first touchdown of the season. It's a big one, sends this game into overtime, and after 2 failed Bucs drives, Carr hits Seth Roberts, breaks 2 tackles, and takes the ball 41 yards. The Ray J Blues continue. Bucs lose 30-24, and they'll have only 4 days rest before taking on Atlanta this Thursday night. Bucs rookie running back Peyton Barber, not much of a factor today. He scored his first NFL touchdown last week, but reached an even bigger milestone after. With help from the NFL's $450,000 minimum salary for players, Barber was finally able to buy his mother her own apartment. Barber infamously left Auburn as a redshirt sophomore for the NFL, in part because his mother was homeless, living in a crowded house with her sister. Tampa Bay signed Barber as a free agent and promoted him to their roster in September when starting running back Doug Martin went down with an injury. And though it's been a long road filled with uncertainty, Barber says he never regretted his decision to leave college early. Another overtime game between the Cincinnati Bengals and Washington Redskins set a new NFL milestone today. It's the first time NFL fans in England have seen an overtime game. The Bengals and Redskins were the third pair of teams to square off in London's Wembley Stadium this season. It's part of the NFL's International Series, which began back in 2007. The game ended in a 27-27 tie, another first for the International Series, though it's probably a familiar sight for a crowd used to watching soccer games. And after a hot start to the NHL season, the Tampa Bay Lightning look to avoid their third straight loss tonight against the Rangers. The Bolts have been outscored 6-2 in losses to New Jersey and Montreal earlier this week. Right winger Nikita Kucherov could miss his second game with an upper body injury. And it's unclear if Ryan Callahan will make his season debut for the Lightning after missing the first month after off-season surgery. The Rangers and Lightning have identical 5-3 records so far. Puck drop is just a few minutes away at 7 p.m. And after a weekend of college football upsets, the latest AP poll shows a top 10 shakeup just 2 days before the College Football Playoff Selection Committee releases their first rankings of the year. The top 6 remain the same, Clemson holding on to that number 3 spot after a close win in Tallahassee last night. But the Florida Gators breaking the top 10 for the first time this season after winning their third straight outdoor cocktail party against Georgia. Wisconsin also back in at number 8 after beating now number 9 Nebraska. And with no more undefeated teams, the Big 12 Conference no longer represented at all in the top 10. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here.
Why, you don't like my hair?
The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm going to show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
I am the resident district manager on the FAU campus for Chartwell. Whenever I see Haley, I do not see a person with a disability. I see a person with extraordinary abilities. Haley is always smiling. She's always on time. She gives fantastic customer service and is always focused on any job that she's given.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
The all-new mysuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent. We're now
very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
Remember Johnny the Camel from Thursday's episode of the Suncoast View? Well, he's back in the spotlight for this year's Sahib Shrine Garden Brothers Circus. Fans can not only see Johnny, but they can also watch incredible acts which are fun for the whole family. Guests can see elephants, motorcycle daredevils, and human slingshots. More than 1,000 people came out for this weekend's event.
It's just a lot of fun to see everybody so happy and really getting off on what the circus does and what we as Shriners do as well.
All proceeds from the circus will go to the Sahib Shrine to help keep it open. The local group raises money to help children in need of care in areas like burns, spinal cord injuries, and cleft lips. The Northport Police Department needs your help in a vital search. A 2-year-old is missing her Whoopi. The little girl's mother says Whoopi was last seen Friday night at the trick or treating event at City Hall. She is devastated and won't sleep without him.
Oh, no.
And Northport residents are praising the police department's efforts to find Whoopi. Jessica Schilling writes, "Very nice thing for NPPD to do. I can only imagine if that was my daughter's blanket, she would be devastated. Good job, NPPD." Siesta Piccoli writes, "This is so cool of you guys to do. It's the Whoopi. If the Whoopi is not found, I'd like to pay it forward and buy the little girl a new one."
Oh, wow. I hope they find it. If they can,
Yeah.
they'll do it.
Well, they got the right men for the job. Well done.
Absolutely. Good
We'll see you guys tonight.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.